Hello everyone, welcome back at my next video on my YouTube channel or any other platform where I'm posting these videos. And as I promised, next video will be actually the continuation or sequel of the previous video, which was about types of crimes. And today we are continuing with types of criminals, so the people who are actually committing these crimes. They are a little bit, sometimes the names and the titles are a little bit different. Sometimes it's actually coming from the types of the crime. So let's check that out. These various types of criminals, of course, is actually going to enhance your vocab and an understanding of the crime vocabulary, especially when the English language is as a second language for all of us. Yes. So the first one is petty thief. It's a person who steals small items or commits minor crimes, typically. These crimes carry lesser punishments. Petty thief, it can be bicycles or things which might be actually really easily stolen or basically pickpocketers could be saved. We can say these are petty thieves because usually they are not even caught, or it's very difficult to catch them and put charges on them and prosecute them. Burglars, an individual who illegally enters a building with the intention of committing a crime, usually stealing something. Burglars are typically, I think they usually go to villas and very expensive, luxurious homes, villas, pensions, castles, where they can really steal something valuable. Either they know, they get a tip from someone that the owners are not at home, so actually they go to safes and they can actually unlock or somehow burgle the safes, or they go to for very expensive technologies or paintings or anything which is really high value, which they can easily sell on as a second hand or on black market. Mugger, and I think I mentioned to you that at the first video, mugger, it's basically like larceny or robbers. And mugger is a person who attacks someone in order to rob them, especially in a public place. So muggers are typically, especially women, and their purses or wallets are the target for muggers, because actually they just take you somewhere in a street where the street is somehow abandoned, and the woman or even a man, but usually it's women, because they get their handbags and just over the shoulder, and they can grab it very easily. These are typically muggers. Or wallets, or when you take it out of your purse or want to pay or anything like this. These are muggers. Fraudsters, that's a person who deceives others, usually to make money. The crime could be in the form of scam, embezzlement, or identity theft. So anything which is actually, even online now, it's very popular to change identity, to actually fraud the people and somehow actually pretend that they are this or that agents, whatever, and they try to get out of you the money or some passwords. These are typically the fraudsters. Scam in a way also, I don't know, they pretend they want to sell you something and they don't have it at the ownership certificates, and they sell you something which they are not even the owners. There are many types of these kind of fraudsters. A drug dealer is a person involved in the illegal trade of drugs. We know drug dealers, usually they are small ones who are just standing on the street, and of course the big bosses are somehow hidden in different continents or countries. But, well, drug dealers are those people who are exposed and who can be first caught, or even sometimes really reveal the bosses behind and all the scheme or all the things, how actually they deal the drugs. Murderer is an individual who unlawfully kills another person. This is a serious crime with severe penalties. It's basically for mass population the most serious crime, because murders are usually planned, presupposed, and somehow actually these kind of crimes, murders, are people who wanna actually commit the crime. These are not these manslaughters, which I think I mentioned in the previous video. A gangster, a member of a gang that is involved in organized crime. The crime can vary from drug trafficking to murder. Gangsters are typically part of mafias or the groups and gangs, and gangster is that who can actually just get money somehow illegally, even kill someone. Usually it involves drug trafficking, people trafficking, women, even murders. These gangsters are people who can actually, for money or for some kind of reward, commit any type of the crime, even fraud, even drug dealing, even anything, but it's organized. So it's usually, they are members of a bigger band or a bigger group, and it's organized. Pickpocket, as I mentioned, a person who stealthily steals wallets, phones, or other valuables from other pockets or bags, typically in a public place. It happened to me 2 or 3 times in my life, but I think everyone understands how the pickpockets and these people are working. Usually they are in gangs, and also they know, and they really like try to somehow deceives you in some way to get into your pocket and into a wallet or bag, or they just actually just give a tip to somebody else. So it's a kind of network of people usually. So yeah, these people usually get a lot of money very easily, or phones or something valuable from your wallets and pockets or purses. Blackmailer is a person, an individual who threatens to reveal compromising or harmful information about a person unless certain demands, usually for money, are met. So blackmailers are typically these people who actually just, when they have some photos, video, which you don't want to reveal to public because of your positions, functions. So blackmailers are very good with politicians or with publicly well-known famous people, celebrities. These people should be very much careful what they post, or how they actually can be exposed to make a video or something with them in some strange situation, yeah, which they don't want to reveal. So these are actually typically blackmailers, and they can reveal harmful information, especially for celebrities, politicians, and famous people. Smuggler is a person who transports goods illegally into or out of a country. The goods could range from drugs, weapons to people. So smuggler, usually in the past, I think 100 years ago, when there was a prohibition of alcohol in America, smugglers were typically smugglers of alcohol because they were still drinking, yeah? They're not officially and legally. But now I think the biggest smugglers are cigarettes, especially crossing the borders in between some countries. Drugs, weapons, smuggling of weapons is still actually really organized. It's a part of organized crime, I would say. And people, which is a people trafficking, especially maybe children, minors, and women, kids, even men, young men. So yeah, smugglers can be involved in many different kind of other crimes, even drug dealing, blackmailing somebody, and so on and so on. A vandal is a person who deliberately destroys or damages public or private property. Vandalism is connected with the young generation or minors because they usually, when they are in some groups or they want to have a fun and they are amused and a little bit with alcohol, tipsy, so of course they can do a lot of vandal crimes or commit vandalism. Yes, so vandals. And a forger is a person who produces fraudulent copies of money, documents, artworks, or other items with the intent to deceive. I mentioned to you the type of the crime is forgery, and a forger is the person who commits that crime, and usually copying of money, these banknotes especially, documents, so certificates, birth certificates, death certificates, any type of diplomas, artworks. Yeah, there are actually people who can very well copy and very well just resemble some kind of very famous painter, and then they sell it as an original. So these are all forgers, or any other items with the intent to deceive. As I mentioned, forgery is very popular. These forgers also for passports and identification documents for many people. Especially criminals, if they want to actually leave the country and leave the territory where they could be charged or prosecuted. So these kind of things are all the people, and we learned actually different categories and criminals. And this is like trying to enlarge and expand our vocab. I think it's helpful. And the next video, I'm going to actually do criminal categories. So what kind of categories, the different one, like from the types of crimes, yeah? So categories, I think, will be the next video. It's 10 minutes, lovely. I think easy peasy for morning coffee or evening tea. Thank you very much. See you next time.